beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another Love Tarot. All Signs Tarot. Love Messages. Reading. This is a reading where we're going into how your person feels about you. What are their thoughts and feelings? Perhaps, whoa, true intentions. Your reading is already, yeah. So your reading's already coming through, is what I wanted to say. The King of Pentacles in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. And one of four kings under our emperors here in reverse. Again, Virgo ruled by Mercury energy. Somebody didn't follow through. This is somebody you're waiting on. And you can literally see it, where their energy is really strong. Here at the Tarot Closet, the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. And just because I like to bring through the signs for you, whether they resonate or not, just remember that. This Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Venus and Taurus, it's here in their energy where it's really strong, that you're waiting on them. And it's connected to the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It could be literal marriage. We could be looking at somebody that's been hiding their feelings. Some level of commitment, clearly, because that King of Pentacles is in reverse. So, yeah, that didn't happen or something happened. Were you in a long-term partnership with this person? Building it, was it on the table? You're still here. The Emperor is in reverse and it's in the partnership placement. Mars and Aries energy. And yeah, that's an energy of ego, immaturity, power struggles, somebody who's not grounded. The Emperor is connected to the root chakra. When somebody's grounded, it's, out of shadow, ego, and fear. So this is somebody who's been in shadow and ego and fear. And it feels a lot like it's fear, obviously around some level of commitment here. There hasn't been communication, or it hasn't been good. For some of you, you're just not talking. The Eight of Swords in reverse is connected to what I feel is this person. And I want to remind you that it's not about gender. It's not about gender. We are looking at an energy here of divine masculine energies. And that's literally what you can see they're not doing in that divine masculine energy. Holding on to the Ankh, yin-yang energy, divine feminine and divine masculine energy. In reverse, that's an imbalance. It's somebody who's not grounded. And connecting with our Eight of Swords, it's clearly been, the communication hasn't been going on, or it's been wonky. I'm also wondering with this reversal if there is some communication that is going on. Okay, yeah. Whoa. If you were to say to me, what are some of the cards that come down that says this didn't work and it's maybe not going to work? I would say probably what you're seeing. Okay, I'm just going to be real with you here. We do have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and it's with judgment. And here's the thing. This person knows they need to make amends. That's the thing. They know they need to apologize. But they've been in their ego. It's connected here with bigger picture energy, judgment in reverse. Archangel Gabriel, who's connected to the sacral chakra, I feel, and the third eye chakra, I see this specifically. But judgment is connected to the crown chakra. It's like kind of the opposite of I know. It's most definitely, this is around. Also, this is somebody who does need to make amends. And I don't know if you're waiting for that and more, or just for somebody to own something, because there is a weight here. But it's also connected to the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And it's a really strong validation that, yeah, this is somebody who's been struggling with commitment, who also, by the way, did pull away 8 of Cups. But this is on the other end of where you are too. So it's this feeling that you have maybe already, or you're stepping into, should you decide that, of wait, I'm not going to wait anymore. Like I said, the energy here is strong around the wait, but it's also strong around the fact that somebody here knows they need to make amends and own something that kind of got everything here but hasn't been. The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, Virgo and Mercury energy, and that is a pretty stubborn energy. Also, by the way, look at it. Look at our card today. I just want to show you. There is a bull on here. This is generally a slow and steady kind of energy, the Knight of Pentacles. You can count on them. There's a lot of humility in here too. I mean, it's literally a bull. So it's both around the commitment energy for sure. Somebody just wasn't budging to take something further, whatever that means for you. But it's also really connected to somebody who does need to own something at the very least and apologize. 8 of Wands in reverse. Also, that energy of them not. Yeah, delays literally in what they need to say to you. 8 of Wands in reverse, Mercury in Sagittarius energy. And it's interesting because it's here with the 8 of Swords in reverse, which is somebody who's like, okay, getting out of their head to some extent, which you can also see here literally in the 8 of Wands. But it's slow. Slow wake up, slow being held accountable. Yeah. And this is an 88, which is interesting because for me, in my readings here at the Tarot Closet, that is an energy of a new stage. You know, getting out of that dark energy and transformation. So you could say going from the cocoon to the butterfly. And butterflies, once they're out, they wait until storms die down or pass. You could say winds die down. So it started out probably as a specific amount of time that wasn't so long. Now it's just, it's ridiculous, it feels like. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And that's 8. 8, 8. What I do like about this is that is an energy for me of somebody taking responsibility, stepping up, getting into balance. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm not always privy to all the details, and I don't need to be. Whatever happened here in this 7 of Swords, by the way, Aquarius and Uranus energy, not an energy I love. A runner running from what? Perhaps making, like lying or lies by omission, whatever it is. I do like that it's in reverse because it is somebody who needs to make amends. But it's almost like they're, well, yeah, they know they need to, but there's also the denial is here. You can see it. You have 1 foot, 2 feet out the door. And look at your feet, by the way. And I say you, and it's not about gender. Look at the feet here. They have 2 different shoes on, 2 different colors. Pushing the rake around on what look to be like these heads. They're almost looking like kind of like doll heads in some way, you know what I mean? They're wrapped up in this victory wreath, but it's all jacked up and they're pushing it around. It's in reverse. There's an exhaustive energy around waiting for it, and it's right here with the Ace of Cups, so it's pretty clear. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn and Saturn, which is literally somebody struggling with commitment. So it's pretty clear that it's around this Ace of Pentacles. I want to validate if there is something also, you could say in the way of the Devil card, like a vice perhaps, that has played a part in this, that somebody may have lied about still doing or doing. And that could be around people, money, vices, and you could even say connecting them to the cup. But that's also here. It's like waiting for somebody to stop that or change. Really specific, but it is coming through for me. Gosh. This reading. As I bring the reading down, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As I'm bringing this reading through, I'm like, hello, is anything here going to come through that's indicating that this apology is coming? Look at this. Look, I don't put out a whole entire deck, okay? I just don't. But this is just what it is. And this, for me, I'm not even going to, I think, go into a lot of this because this is just clear that, look, Two of Wands in reverse. Come on, are you serious? This is waiting for somebody. This is, for me, really a lot about the wait that you've been waiting for. Look, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups. It's right where it is. That somebody ran from. I mean, look at this. It's so super clear. At this point, it would be nice to have some ownership and an apology. It just doesn't look like it's happening. I want to bring in some Oracle. The Hermit in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. The lack of communication. The stuck energy in the Hermit. Definitely some kind of no contact and or no contact, no communication, and or in separation here. King of Swords, Gemini and Mercury. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, in reverse. Where things are. Not working out. By the way, I want to validate if one of the vices here has anything to do with money. Somebody who has been prioritizing work out of balance in that way. It is here. Super specific, but it's here. Five of Pentacles. It is an energy of loss. This is where it is. Knight of Wands. I also have to say in the case of today's reading, it's not always the case for me with the Knight of Wands, but it could be for some of you too that it's been around physical and or platonic to more. And that there were plans for it or promises or you were even heading there. Somebody's behavior, I feel like, well, yeah, the Seven of Swords energy is kind of what put it here. This is somebody who is still in denial. This is somebody who's afraid of change. This is where it is. Gosh, the Magician in reverse, it's kind of like, it's a very scattered energy. Things didn't reach where you had hoped or where things were planned. The Knight of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse. This is just all energy of them not sending messages that they're writing or in their head not sending them. Maybe you have and they haven't responded. Could be around phone calls as well. Look at this, Ten of Swords. Yeah. If you're watching this reading today, I feel like this is over. There is no conversation that's coming in here. And so if you're here watching this, what's going to be probably a really short video that people don't want to watch because they all want their happy ending. This is what it is. This is somebody who is not making that offer. They're just not. King of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. They can't get out of their own way. Whether it's fear of going another level and it's staying in at platonic or physical, or just fear of the commitment in general. This is where it is. I'm going to continue on and bring through some oracle here, okay? Because that's how I roll. The Hawk. Omens and messages. This is your message, I feel, today, that if you wanted confirmation of the ending and confirmation of you're 1 or 2 feet out the door, it's here. That Eight of Cups, that original energy that was coming through of like, there's nothing here for me anymore. And getting up out of these Ten of Swords, getting up because it's the end of the cycle. There are no more coming in. The Sun in Gemini, and getting up and moving on is strong. And I would say shape-shifting to the Magician energy in the Star for healing. Because it's just kind of, this is what this is today. They know they need to apologize, but they're not. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. The Raven. Look what the Raven's carrying. It's a skull. That's what this someone's pushing around here in the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. That also connects with the Death card kind of energy. And I think the transformation energy that's coming through here is around, it's for you. Magic, look, coincidence. It's sort of like, again, uprighting that magician energy, shape-shifting that and manifesting what it is that you want. Turning your visions into reality. Communication. I feel like this is communication from the divine energy. Communication here today between you and I in this reading of what you need to hear, or what you came here for. This is going to be a very, very specific reading, unlike a lot of my readings. One that is, well, it's different. That's what I wanted to say. So if you're here and you're here till the end, that's probably why, because this is your reading. And I feel like the communication that's here is around what you need to hear. Could it be that there is something that finally makes its way through? Yeah, but it's not clear here today. Independent, look, the cat, there you are. Independent, healthy boundaries. Movement. Look at the way this just came out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is clear. I'm putting this here, and that just rhymed. The cat, independence, healthy boundaries. That's also like uprighting the Nine of Pentacles in terms of feeling good and independence and self-sufficiency and gaining some confidence back here too. They say cats have 9 lives. We have our cat here. I tell you what, and it's a 9. Things come into fruition. So this is definitely about to change for you. It's not even a question. I'm going to bring in some more oracle, and I want to specifically ask for you. But yeah, look, movement. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I feel. Which is the manifestation energy, the 4 areas of support and stability, and connected to intuition and listening to yourself, facing things head on, building a new foundation for you. What do you need to see? What does our viewer need to see today? Bottom of the deck, the moon, speaking of which the moon is here in reverse, and that's truth and clarity and revealed. It's getting out of illusion, which is where whoever's watching this today may have not wanted to step out of, you know? I understand that. Yeah, it's never fun to have to get out of illusion and see things for how they really are. What you've been hiding from yourself is here today. And it goes without saying what this person has been hiding and is still hiding. It's right here on the 7 of Swords in reverse. Look what's here, manifestation. This is so goosebumpy. It's so super clear. It really is uprighting that magician. And as we just literally talked about, manifesting what it is that you do want. And the bunny here representing fertility and new beginnings and matters of the heart. Spiritual guidance. I really like this a lot for you. It's a very specific reading, and it's going to go out, and who it's for, it's going to be who it's for, and it will be for everyone. But here you go. Seasons. That's connecting with cardinal sign energy, the 4 seasons, a leader. Just bringing in Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer for that reason, but, you know, take it or leave it. Obviously connected to time, connected to making things happen for yourself. The last 2 coming in, community and home. People around you, where you live. Home also connecting, you could say, romantically to what it is you want. That's generally considered a safe place, you know. That home energy, and look, the community, the people around you, so leaning on them for support. Also here with that 10 of Cups energy. Communication, look, it's going right there. And yeah, just a little validation that if you and this person are connected to other people, or literally to a home, it's a validation of that. This is what it is today. It's short. It's what it is. And yeah, am I going to release it? I think so. We'll see. It's not going to be for everyone, but this is what it is. I'm going to stop here. Wait, actually I'm not. I think I want to bring in, I do want to bring in a little bit of channeled love messages because I would like to know what they have to say for themselves. The bottom of the deck. I'm sorry I made you cry. The Ten of Wands, by the way, is here with that Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm so connecting with you, I feel today. Just this exhausted energy, like I'm done. I'm trying to get over my ego. Yeah, it's not fast enough, and in any way, it's what it is. King of Pentacles and the King of Wands in reverse. So fear, both around, connected to the Eight of Wands as well. So both around whatever's been happening with commitment and just even communicating. What feels very much like an apology, like a big one. It's just not happening here. We met for a reason. Somebody learning some lessons. We were destined to meet. And the last channeled love message. Love message from your person, from their higher self. I can't sleep. Okay. It's Nine of Swords energy. It still doesn't change where things are. It's right here with the nocturnal energy of the moon. The raven, look, carrying the skull here. Because they do collect things. So that's an interesting kind of energy here. Magic, as they hold the skull, and you connect that to the death card and what needs to change and endings. And new beginnings and rebirth and transformation. That's for you. Beautiful soul, thank you for watching. I'm sending you love always and looking forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Until next time.